Hey gang, this is Ryan Cozy from the chapel at Crosspoint, giving you a weekly update for Renovation Network. A couple of things I just want to celebrate over the past week and some new up-and-coming developments happening not just in our region but in other parts of the United States as well. First off, I just want to celebrate last week Wednesday I had the opportunity to meet for a period of about 3 hours in the evening of Wednesday with the senior leadership of Hamburg Wesleyan Church. Hamburg Wesleyan is just a strong church in Western New York. They're a great partner church of ours that we continue to develop relationship with. But Greg McLean, Jim Clements, and the senior advisory team and the elders of Hamburg Wesleyan had a great opportunity last week to sit down and go through the spiritual and missional behavior formation results for their church. Just a great opportunity to go through some of the data, but to also just hear some genuine questions, some genuine thoughts or concerns in regard to the survey findings. But it was one of those moments that as we all walked away, I just thought, man, this is a great opportunity to provide input and encouragement to a very strong church in Western New York. And I'm so honored and privileged to be a part of that time. But God is doing some really cool things in and through that church, and we are just so thankful that God would allow us to develop a partnership with them as we seek to give every man, every woman, and every child in Niagara and Erie County that repeated opportunity to hear, to see, and to respond to the gospel message of Jesus Christ. So thanks to Hamburg Wesleyan. It was a great opportunity last week to be a part of that time. In addition to that, I want to mention Huntington, West Virginia, a cool development here. Mark White, who is a friend of mine from Missio Dei Church in Huntington. Last year their church, it's a church plant, took the missional behavior survey and had some great findings that they began to comb through. However, this year, this has been an awesome initiative. This past Sunday, a handful of churches from the Renovation community that Mark has started up in Huntington took the survey together at their churches. And so we're in the process of looking at a handful of churches at Huntington that took the spiritual and missional behavior survey over the past week. And we're gonna look at the data, we're gonna assess it, and then in November I have the opportunity to go down there and meet with a number of these churches and just go through the results and tell them, here's some things that we see, here's some things that you may want to focus on, and also just see what is God asking them to do based on what they're finding in their context. But the encouragement is any church that asks these sorts of questions is that, one, they're asking some hard questions, but two, I think that at the end of the day they're putting themselves in a more realistic place to engage the geography that they find themselves situated in. So thanks to Mark and to BJ and to the team down there in Huntington, I'm excited to be partnered with you in this endeavor. A third thing that I'm excited to present is on November 3rd, we have another envisioning opportunity coming up in Solon, Ohio. I had mentioned this briefly that was coming down the pike, but we finally nailed a date down, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to cast some vision for what that would look like for Solon, Ohio. It continues to be another place where our partnership with the Christian and Missionary Alliance continues to burgeon, and so we're excited about that. And I'm excited to get back to anywhere near my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, and just cast vision, see what God might be doing in that context. A final thing that I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about is within the Western New York context, there is a city in particular that is near and dear to my heart, and that's Niagara Falls, New York. It's a city that during my high school years, I played a lot of baseball in that city, and I've always had a heart. It's kind of a forgotten city in Western New York. And so tomorrow we have an opportunity. There's a couple of meetings that are going on over the next couple of weeks. But I'm excited to say that tomorrow is a step in the direction of partnership, greater body-wise, in Niagara Falls. We'll be meeting with a couple of folks from Destination Life Church, Niagara Alliance Church, First Assembly of God, Niagara Falls, New York, Niagara Gospel Rescue Mission. A number of folks will be at the table as we think about ways to strategically partner with one another in and throughout, not just this Christmas season, but what God might be doing elsewhere over time. And so I just want to ask, as this season approaches us over the next couple of weeks of meeting in Niagara Falls, would you pray for us? It is a city that is in desperate need, as in all cities, but it's a city that is particularly forgotten at times in and among the context of Western New York. And so I just wanted to ask that you would pray for the city of Niagara Falls, pray for our meeting tomorrow, that God would give us wisdom and discernment as we seek to figure out ways to work together with one another in this process. That's all from my desk here this week, but if you have any stories or any other ideas as it relates to Renovation Network and you want to send them along to me, feel free to email me at rcozy@thechapel.com, or you can obviously hit me up here on the city. God bless you, gang. Have a wonderful week.